Well, hello there, chat. Hope you're doing well, guys. Lovely to see you. We are live. We are indeed live. We will be doing some rank at some point, hopefully, once we get a squad going. But for now, we're just going to do some massive resurgence until we have a team. Hopefully, we'll get one fairly shortly. Hope you're doing well, folks. Lovely to see you. I was supposed to be live a little bit earlier, but I'd forgotten that the Euro Under-21 finals were on. Which I wasn't going to miss, so...
5 seconds!
Good to see you guys. Hope you're doing well. So yeah, hopefully we'll be doing a bit of ranked soon-ish. Would it be the word? If we're lucky. We'll see who's about. But in the interim, bit of massive resurgence, isn't it? Bit of massive resurgence. There's just nothing wrong with it. It's just a class little mode. Hope you guys are having a good Saturday. Got some quality defender. Oh mate, honestly, watching the Euro Under-21s. I mean, if you don't feel hopeful for the future, then you know what can you feel? So this geezer under me has already gotten guns. That much is clear. Really?
Enemy soldier incoming.
Not me getting bamboozled, swindled, and quite possibly robbed by somebody with a rocket launcher. If I'm gonna do anything here, I need to be playing from a position of height, which I don't have. I'm gonna try and work my way into this here quickly. Did not see that guy there at all. Oh my god, bro. There's just so many of them. Oh, his name's Ratmont. Ratmont? The only thing I don't like about Massive Resurgence is that if you're playing solo Phil, you kind of spawn in Narnia every time. Well, I'd like to kind of be back in the thick of it, where, I mean, I suppose it makes sense that people can't just keep dropping on your head, but... I'd kind of like to be back in the thick of it, mate. Lovely to see you guys. Drop a like on the streams, get a cracking. God, I've still got in-game tooltips on. Criminal, I tell you. Hopefully getting some ranked in, yeah, soon on iLayer. I'm just looking for a team in a minute. Sent a couple messages in a couple group chats, so fingers crossed we will have our answer soonish. You know, I could have sworn I heard another set of footsteps there that weren't my own. It's looking kind of busy up here, isn't it?
Requesting close air! Target mark!
Longbow 3-1, target acquired. Strike inbound.
I don't know if I'm necessarily going to go all the way to top high rise, but I might just like mince around under it.
You gotta load that drop inbound.
Okay, well I'm going to be mincing around for that first, that's for sure.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
One shot SPX is pretty good, Glint. I think the SPX generally, even without potential one... Oh my Christ. What's going on here? even without potential one-shot capability, there's valid reasons to use an SPX, you know what I mean? Because it's a very quick sniper. So you throw in one-shot capability as well, and you've got, you know, a real doozy of a weapon, I think.
Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Why am I witnessing the largest accumulation of loady drops I've ever seen in my life? Yeah, I mean, the thing with ranked play, right, is I do get frustrated with parts of COD because they could just be better. And I will make a video on that at some point. But, you know, I need to stop being a little bitch and just crack on with it. Like, the game is how it is. Like, I'd like it to work better and be different, but it just is what it is on face value. I've also kind of realized now that, not that you shouldn't play aggressively in Warzone, but, like, being aggressive in this game, you have to approach it defensively, if that makes sense. You have to be aggressive defensively. And that sounds really stupid, but I promise you it isn't. Like, me challenging this guy right now, terrible idea. There's just no way, there's no viable way I'm going to win that fight, so there's just no point engaging it. The only way I'm getting this fight is if I sneak up below. And I've got to do that before his teammate decides to drop back in on his gear. So yeah, like, you know, I think I'm just kind of coming to terms with that. I just need to adapt my game to the state of play. Even if the state of play isn't where I'd like it to be, you know? So I should know right now, for example, that this geezer's either sitting above my head or is on the back of this. He's neither, so he's left. His teammates died and he's legged it. Which works for me, can't lie. I'm not going to be upset about that. But yeah, I think that's kind of the difficulty I've had with COD. Is just like, there are parts of this game that I just, you know, don't appreciate, and I think they could just be so much better. But you know, it just is what it is, right? Like I'm just got to play. Like I'm just got to play the best I can, given the circumstances.
Positive ID on the bounty targets. Eliminate them.
I'm formally out of ammo. He's been sniped by somebody else, the poor bugger.
You're getting another chance. Make it count.
Probably not going to get my loadout again. I probably should have hit a reload there with the ISO before I made that push. I feel bad for the geezer who got sniped. Like, he's done fairly well to get his self-res off and capitalize, you know, off of a bit of bad luck on my behalf, and he's just taken a bullet clean to the head. I'd be fuming if I was him, for sure. Well, I've spawned him with an MP5. I mean, if I knew that, I would have challenged something a bit more aggressively, I reckon. Get me a plate and anything as possible. As long as I'm fully played, I have hope. Just pop something at hydroelectric of all places. Do you have any gear? Oh, dear. That does not bode well for me. I need to get off this hill quickly. Is today the kill race for the quals? It is indeed. Our boys Shay are participating. Shay, Fluxury, and PT. And they're doing quite well, to be fair to them. I think they were like 8th and 9th. 8th or 9th or something. So they're well into the top 25 where they need to be. That's actually ending in half an hour, those qualifications. No point challenging that. I'm not going to win it. Even if I win it, he's probably got a self. I'm trying to find a team for ranked to the minute, so I've got to keep like an eye on my phone every once in a while. Like, I'd like to find a team for rank this evening. Ideally with some fairly decent players. Hey, thank you, Lord Chunk. Appreciate it. Hope you did well. I mean, the only way I'm getting a loadie here is cash. Thankfully, through my own volition, there is a lot of cash to be had. I should really message Shay and ask her. If anybody's watching Shay's stream on Twitch, quicker, ask in his chat if he's playing ranked afterwards by any chance. Because if he is, then I'll just join in. Because he might have, one of his boys might be helping off.
Loadout drop on the way. Recon flyover!
Copy. UAV is on station. Recon online.
Might just LTV around. Yeah, so we technically didn't qualify for the EU Stage 2 final. But we are in the EU... I'll be astonished if he doesn't reach out that. We are in the EU qualifier final, so we have a tournament. We have to play a tournament. We have to get top 25 in that tournament to get to the EU final, and then if we get to the EU final, we are top something... top 15, I think, in the EU final, and we get into what you call it, World Series Global Final. I knew he'd be in front of me. Are you running around with a knife? Is that by design? Like, what's going on here, lad? You in some sort of midlife crisis? Like I'm a little bit confused. And that's assuming there's no delays. You know, Call of Duty hasn't acknowledged the fact that there is an insta-death glitch in the game. Nor have they acknowledged that there is a parachuting glitch in the game. So, you know, if we go into the tournament with those bugs, I'll be honest with you, it's not going to be great. You know, the last thing you want in an important tournament is to have an insta-death glitch. But nothing we can do about it, I guess. It's just up to Call of Duty. I don't really want any more delays, ideally, if they can be avoided, but it is what it is. I reckon this gears are in now. He is Z with the 16 months. Am I being missile? Are we being... But how?
That JLTV is down.
I mean, they're gonna die for using, you know, missiles. I'm gonna be honest. But also, I was clean undercover there. Like, clean undercover. Someone shoot him, quickly.
But we will settle the score.
Scums. I'm surprised I lost that, to be honest with you. Felt like he soaked a lot of bullets there. Well, that answers one of life's great questions. If you think you can make an intelligent play, like, you know, driving your LTV under a building so that a rocket launcher doesn't take you out, don't bother, because you'll get killed anyway. It was a nice thought. You know what I mean? You know, it was a nice thought. I'm a petty person, Annihilator. It's the one thing you'll learn, you know, very quickly watching the stream. Is that I'm an extremely petty person. And I mean an extremely petty person. You know what I mean? Like, I'm the kind of person to, you know, just full send at someone. You know, explosive ammo is good and all, but I can't really entertain it because of, just because of the nature of ranked. Like, there's just no point using something that I can't use regularly, if that makes sense. Like, there's no point getting into the habit of using something that won't be there. I'm gonna keep tabs on my phone and see if I can get a team here. I'm just trying to play with some geezers.
Check your gear and weapons. We go soon.
I've been pillaged. Mid-air.
On the
He's
money.
cheating. He is absolutely cheating his nuts off. I'm gonna show you how I know he's cheating his nuts off. Alright. Come on. Come on, I'm right here. Come on, let the velocity catch up. Come on. You know. Oh dear. Level 500. Soft aimbot. If you go back and watch where I die, he like locks on, and every time he disengages or stops shooting, his like aim flicks up because he's like completely lost target, and then he carries on. Like,
Get ready, 5 seconds.
oh dear.
Stay alive to get your squad in the fight.
So at some point or another, I am gonna run into that guy, and he's
All right,
100%
Mark a drop point for your squad. Gas
cheat.
is inbound.
Should I go top Shrimp? Oh my god, he nearly got pissed off with a pistol. You had an MP5, lads.
Taking effective fire!
I was letting the guys in the game. I just had to type in chat that they run into somebody called Bot 1. Just report him. Bot 1, whatever. Absolutely cheating his nuts off. Wasn't even hiding it well. Like, he's obviously trying to hide it by having it only lock on intermittently.
Hostile dropping into the air.
Brother, you're not even in this. You're not the same guy, are you? Are you even the same guy? No kill cam on that one. Sick. I swear I just had a different skin entirely run past me. Bro, everywhere I land, there's a geezer. What's going on? And that's my death, instantly.
We lost that one, but we'll come back
Oh
stronger
dear.
next time.
What can I do? What can I do? Everywhere I land, there's just a man. Different teams, even. That guy running across over there. Not even the same. Get me a rank team right now. Please. Get me a rank team right now. Let's do a... No, I'll do a Vondel solos. Why not? Do a Vondel Resurgence solos whilst we wait for a rank team. Yeah, so he's probably just going to do his stint for the day and then call it. Which makes sense, to be honest with you. If I was doing a bloody kill race for 4 or 5 hours, I would be shattered, mate. I'm telling you. Shattered. Hey, Magic Manatee, thank you for the 1 month channel membership. It's a little bit naughty, that. We love to see it. It's a beautiful, wonderful thing. Thank you very much for supporting the page directly, buddy. Appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. We're going to see if we can find ourselves a ranked team. Jaff said he might be on 8, so we should just have to find 1 at that point. But, yeah. I mean... Just gonna wait for one of the replies in the group chats or something. Lock in an hour or 2 of rank. Well, a couple hours of rank if we can. I do like Vondel. I will be honest. I've been very impressed with Vondel. Like, as a map, it just works. I think that's just Call of Duty generally, to be honest with you, Gary Gaming. I don't have a lot of faith in Ricochet anti-cheat, nor the people behind it. I do think some of the stuff they've done with the anti-cheat is quite impressive, but like they're still not doing enough. You know, there's no way to look around it. The game still has a fairly high quantity of them, do you know what I mean?
Warm-up is over. Stand by for deployment to the war zone.
I'm confident they catch a fairly large number of cheaters, to be honest with you, but the fact that still so many make it through is kind of a mad one.
Survive the timer to secure redeployment. Earn points to speed up the countdown.
Let's go more. I like a more drop.
XP boost inbound. Enemy soldier incoming.
Wow, that's quite a few people landing more. Did he drop that P90 or did he just not bother challenging with it?
Enemy UAV active. Enemy UAV overhead. Enemy UAV active.
Evening, Jordan. Good to see you.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Got some ranked skin geezers kicking around here. The problem is that there are so many people kicking around. Actually shooting my gun honestly isn't even a preferable option here. Getting my loadie, however, that's a very preferable option. Is that a man behind here? Could have sworn I just saw something. No? Oh, okay. And that's why I don't play Vondo. Hi there, you've got all your money, all your loader, and you're dead. Get me into ranked, man. Somebody, please. I mean, he has to die, but I need the guns first. He will die. He will perish, that I assure you. But... I mean... He's just bought his loading off the back of my corpse.
Gas is moving.
Hostile UAV in the area. Enemy UAV active.
Shoot the other guy then. Come on, bloody hell.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
Oh, is they teaming?
Resurging. Go get your revenge.
They're teaming. He didn't finish him. They're teaming. They're playing as a duo. That's insane. I mean, they've got to die now too.
Heads up. Bombs incoming. Visibility will be affected.
Alright, enough chirping out of you.
Wondering to myself, why hasn't he just killed that guy? It's because they're playing together. How weird. Why would you even do that? I mean, you can play massive Resurgence duos right now. Surely that would be...
Loadout drop headed your way.
Surely that would make your day a lot easier.
Enemy UAV overhead.
I mean, I like my regular guns, if I'm being honest.
Requesting recon at my
And that is why we get the
UAV is on
UAV.
station. Recon online. No UAV in the area.
advised, UAV is exiting the AO.
Requesting recon flyover!
Copy. UAV is on station. Recon online.
No one here, all. Okay. You just knew he was going to peek it, didn't you?
Active.
Be advised, UAV is exiting the AO.
I'm not even running quick fix or throwing knives, I just realized. Arguably the two best things to have in Vondel. Say arguably, I don't even think it's arguably, they definitely are.
Enemy soldier incoming.
As long as he dies, I'm okay. There we go. Stuck it with the nade, we'll take it.
Another chance. Make it count.
I mean, it's a bad idea to land there, really. But what's a man to do?
You're losing round.
Hostile UAV in the area.
Need pistol rounds!
Enemy UAV active.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Say that. How have I still ended up with a rebreather? Oh. I think this guy has to die as well. I mean, why would you play like that? Come on, man. Grow some bollocks. Challenge the fight. You know exactly where I am. You know. Have some audacity about you. You know what I mean? You have to hide around everything, innit?
The enemy took that one.
I'm astonished he heard me land in. Wow, he heard the last clunk of my feet. Hey, thank you very much, Adam. Appreciate it. I need a team, man. Right. Let's I'll make this my little loady for a little bit of Vondor whilst we're playing. Do trio, why not? Please, ranked teammates. Yeah, it's quite common, Estevan, to be honest with you. Like, it's just, finding wall hackers is not easy, but, it's fairly common at this point. Yeah, I'm a controller user. I'm currently using an eSwap S, but I do have a new controller coming from a different company to give a go. Curious to see how that goes. Get me some damn ranked teammates. We're trying to play some rank today, yeah, we just need to find teammates. It is proving more challenging than I anticipated at 8
Check
p.m.
weapons and gear. We're holding for deployment. Hostile dropping into the
Ranked by now? I think I'm about to be Crim 2. We kind of ignored ranked because of the new map, so haven't really played it much generally this season, I'd say.
enemy dropping into the
Probably
AO.
easily hit Iridescent before end of season. I mean, we were Iridescent last season, so I got D-ranked to, what was it, Diamond 3?
Enough training. Now we face the enemy for real.
This trio's better in general. Honestly, I don't think it makes a huge difference. I just think obviously in solos you get a little less time to third party.
5 seconds to the release point.
Or should I say in solos, like a lot more people are third partying, so you've got a little less time to breathe.
Survive to redeploy fallen teammates. Kill to bring them back faster.
Generally speaking, solos without Resurgence, I don't think is worth playing. Like, I'm generally astonished that... I don't know, like, if I'm in charge of solos right now, they should make it buyback solos. Buyback solos was always a great way to play... Hello. It was always just an objectively good way to play COD. And they never bothered carrying on with it, really. Which I've always felt was a bit of a shame. I've just seen one geezer. No way am I getting shot
I'm
at.
hit.
Is redeploying. Well done. You're being tracked by an enemy squad. You made them survive.
Need mid
Why do you have a shield already? More importantly, how do you have a shield already? I'm only going to be any good at close range here. Why do I...
Enemy UAV active.
Hostile located.
That is why I won't challenge everything without having a full free plate.
UAV overhead.
Redeployment time reduced.
Hostile UAV in the area. Moving. Enemy UAV overhead.
Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Armor box marked.
That didn't quite work how I intended it to, but I'll take it. I know this guy's team are going to be kicking around looking for me.
Hostile UAV in the area. Careful, area's hot.
You got gas moving in. Enemy dropping into the AO.
Coming.
Took a round. I got one.
Oh, bro, come on. What are you doing? Where's the help?
Why are you hiding in a corner, bro? You've just watched your buddy get millered.
Team is in the safe zone.
I'm out here to help.
Time for vengeance. You're redeploying.
Hostile UAV in the area. Enemy UAV active.
Brother, how many times? How have I not been given melee for that? How have I not been given melee for that? That's astonishing. What's been my favorite map? I think Al Mazrah is probably still the overall best map. I just think... I don't think they've done enough with Al Mazrah as a map so far, but there hasn't been enough changes to the map. There's not been enough dynamicness.
UAV overhead.
If I do not see a throwing knife on this guy's screen, you saw me throw it. You all saw me throw it. There's no way he wins that. There's not a holy chance in hell that he wins that.
Be advised.
Brother, are you ratting a loadout because you're that bad? Or do you just have no other choice? I swear I get robbed on a daily basis in this game, man. There's no way I didn't win that fight. I've got this shitty shotgun abuser.
You're back on station. Get after it. Your squad mate's back on station. Good work.
I'm getting my loadout, so help me God.
Enemy soldier incoming. Reinforcements inbound.
That guy was in the shotgun squad. Hope he thinks about his actions.
Enemy UAV overhead.
I wish I could still snipe in ranked, but for whatever reason, they felt the need to take it away. As if ranked wasn't already getting boring enough.
Need mid-cal rounds.
Hostile UAV in the area.
You can't use explosive rounds in ranked. So you can't one-shot down people, basically.
Need mid-cal rounds.
Enemy UAV active.
Gas is inbound.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Severe weather is moving into the area.
Bro.
Hostile UAV in
Is this guy even in this guy's team? He is. Get me a ranked team, bro.
We are returning to the front. Earned it.
I feel like pure shit, just want to play ranked. This is the problem with ranked, and this is why it's been so hard to play it this season. You just constantly have to look for teams, bro. Like, Oh, what am I? Indeed, am I job finder, bro? Like, brother, what? Is this your version of fun? Because I know you're not having it. I know you're not having fun. Staring at the damn floor, the Tempest Razorback. I really enjoyed seeing that kill cam with placed 14th written all over my screen. I really want to play ranked, but like, are we going to find a team? That's the question. Why I stopped bothering with it, because it's just, you know, I hate having to be a bloody people directory, bro. Like, I'm not going to spend half my day searching for teammates. I think I'd rather eat glass than play ranked solo. I can tell you that for free. I may as well just lose 300 SR.
Tactical Brit, eh? How'd a muppet with a name like yours get through selection?
Yeah, and thank you very much for the channel private. Appreciate it. We'd love to see it. Enjoy the lovely orangey pink badge. Trying to find me. I'm trying to find me some men, man. I'm really am. Is this my new schedule moving forward? I'm not really sure, to be honest with you, Chris. Like, I'm probably not going to have a finalized plan for my schedule until the first stage of World Series is out the way anyway. Like, that's kind of a given at this point. I'm just going to go to the welcome screen, by the way, so I can have a gander and see if I can find anybody who's streaming. But, like, once that's out the way, I will be thinking about it, just because, like, I like my morning streams, and I do appreciate them for what they are. But it's just, it's, you know, when the vast majority of my audience is online in the evening, you kind of wonder, well, why am I bothering streaming in the morning?
Warm up while you can. We will deploy soon. Hostiles dropping into the area. Watch the skies. Training is over. Time to see what you have learned.
Trying to find people who are live and playing.
Get ready to jump. 5 seconds.
Survive and your team can redeploy. Eliminate targets to bring them back faster. Mark a drop point for your squad. You will lead them in. Got gas moving in.
Hey, good to see you, Foxbar. Thank you for the 10 months, buddy. Looking forward to World Series coming in the country. Well, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Oh, shit. I was too busy looking at other people's streams to see who was on. I didn't realize I've actually just spawned in COD. Oh. And I'm at the edge of the map. Let's go, baby. Oh, there's an AFK down there. Should I kill him? Should I get some free SR, boys?
Enemy dropping
Get
into
some
the
free
AO.
SR, guys. Gosh.
Ha! Better luck next time, asshole.
No way are you out here hunting freebies, you little joke man.
You're getting another chance.
Oh dear. I just want to find somebody to play ranked with tonight. Like it's you know, it's always my issue with ranked. Like it's just like I really want to play it, but like I'm not, you know. Bro, like I said, am I LinkedIn? Like what's going on? Because the problem is that once you reach sort of these higher end ranks, there's only a handful of people who you even have the option of playing with. And a lot of them aren't willing to meet new people, I'll be very real with you. You'd think like as a fairly sizable streamer I'd have some pull, but...
Enemy UAV active.
You just don't.
Gas inbound.
Try and get a loadie. Step one. Oh, hello. See, now that I can work with.
Hostile UAV
Right.
in the area.
Whoa.
Got a loadout drop inbound. Loadout drop headed your way.
Next season, make Westy and Stod play ranked for me. I reckon they would give up after 2 matches, if I'm being perfectly honest. That's not me saying they're bad players. But I'll be honest with you, the learning curve for ranked, even in Warzone, is so high. Just in terms of how people play. It will be unlike anything they'll anticipate. They won't anticipate how it will play at all. I wish DMZ had more risk to it, and I wish it was a bit more interesting. Or at least personally interesting to me. Because if it was, I would play it more. But there's just, you know, because there isn't that element of risk with DMZ. I just don't feel that inclined to play it. Like, if it was a bit more Tarkov-y and a little less, you know... I don't even like Tarkov, to be honest with you, but, like, you know what I mean? Like, a bit more risk-oriented. This guy is... You stink. Why are you even trying to peek me?
Enemy soldier incoming.
He's not going to be happy about that throwing knife, if I'm being honest. Brother, I've genuinely, I could dodge you guys in my sleep. Your sniping ability isn't even, questionable isn't even the word. You're just bad. What are you shooting at? Whee, whee, whee. Please keep challenging me. Please. Make my day, bro. No, I bet you I out-snipe you. Oh, you haven't got any ammo. Human. I've got these two geezers.
Fire sale active. Buy station prices have
If I hit
been
that,
reduced.
100 quid. No? Okay. I'm just gonna drop off here and confuse them. They're gonna think I'm still there.
Hostiles dropping into the area. Watch the sky.
They wouldn't have seen me technically leave, so they'll probably get a little bit bamboozled. The weird thing is because I'm in so many group chats for ranked, I have to constantly check my phone to see if people are actually looking for teammates. I'm gonna try and take these guys out, by the way. I'm not just here for bandit, you know what I mean? Well, I am, but that's besides the point.
Requesting fire mission! Target
Copy
marked!
that. Gas is closing in.
Has he been given a mortar warning, yes or no? No?
Impact. No hits.
I get to see a deal. No, not be doing well. The thing is, I like kind of DMZ's story arc. Like, you get these interesting interactions with people, which I think make it somewhat worthwhile. But because there isn't much of a risk with DMZ in terms of how it plays and losing characters and losing gear, I feel super less inclined to play it. Like, I just feel like I'm in a sandbox, really. I'm not really in a competition or, you know, anything I should be worried about. I just feel like I'm playing in a sandbox environment. But sometimes when I'm playing with them, I have to remind myself not to piss around too much, just because, like, you know, I don't really find any of the engagements I have in DMZ super challenging, so I just sort of mince around a bit. If it had more risk, it could genuinely be like a online story player kind of thing. But it just doesn't have that risk, and that's what does it for me. Like, if it had that last little element of perfection that I'm looking for. Can I hit this? God, he's actually hit a shot. Someone stop the press. I mean, I'd like to dive on him, really. Terrible idea if I dive at him head on. Oh my god, there's two of you. Are you still, like, are they still mincing? I might get a sniper out just to teach him a lesson. What are they doing, mate?
Get ready. You're redeploying.
Goes around, comes around!
Please only do that if you're actually half decent in the game. He's got Norma mags in. No wonder why he can't hit anything. What are you doing, lad? Should I just camp his gear for bandit?
Enemy soldier incoming.
I knew he'd come back in for that.
Gas is moving.
Should I finally leave these guys alone? I mean, guess I could. I reckon they've probably flown somewhere else because he's thinking that I'm just going to sit there all the time. Oh look, I've got him. Well, you know, the game has asked me to take him out as a bounty, so I'm just going to have to do my job. You know what I mean? Like I can't avoid the call of duty. Get it? Haha.
Enemy UAV overhead.
I know this guy's going to play like super ratty. Oh my god, are you actually using a fire shotgun, bro? Have I emotionally scarred you that badly? You know, I was going to let you live before, but now you're going to have to die.
We are returning to the front. Earned it. Get ready. Resurgence window is about to close.
I'll do it with a cast off 545 even. And they were set to 555.
UAV active.
I hope this guy understands that we are basically at war. Like I'm one formal declaration away, you know what I mean? Nice of you to bring me my gun. I'll even take your pillagey little fire shotgun. Your teammate's up this hill, isn't he? And he thinks he's got the best angle in the world on me.
Target area marked! You're cleared,
Copy
hard!
that. Longbow 3-1 is on station. Strike inbound.
Does he know?
Shot missed. No joy.
Resurgence has been deactivated. This is the end game.
And that's karma. You've been killed by your own fire shotgun. Oh dear. It doesn't get any more poetic than that, chat, if we're being honest.
Only 25 remain.
Oh, I heard somebody to my left there. See how good this thing is, eh?
Terrible.
Less than 25, we're still standing. Learn from
It's
the
worth it
loss.
for the science.
Failure is a wise teacher.
It's one of those weapons that is useful in absolutely one scenario and one scenario only. And that is having the barrel of your weapon in their mouth. I would have expected to at least get a one-shot down at that point. Right. Let me see if I can find anybody who's live who has potentially needs a teammate, or let's check some group chats. Bloody hard work, man, trying to find teammates, honestly. Man. Yeah, that's been a bug since like season 2 and they still haven't fixed it. Alright, let's have a look. We have a massive group chat of like 100 people, bro, and it's still hard to find teams. Screw it. I'm just gonna go into another game. It's genuinely hard work, man. Let's do what we got. Keep doing. Like, you know, you want to play ranked, and you just can't. Oh, dear. I just think ranked lost its popularity, to be real with you. But there just aren't that many people interested in actually playing it. I've spoken about it a couple of times. For me, like, ranked is, you know, ranked is supposed to be COD devoid of the weirdness and frustration and random BS. And because it isn't that, there's no pull, I think. Because if I play ranked, right, I'm expecting never to be hit by a fire shotgun. I'm expecting drill charges to that. I have expectations of how certain things are meant to go. Why have I been given a teammate? And I think people didn't get that. And because they didn't get that, like, they don't see any point to it. And I can understand that, to be honest with you. Like, if the game's got busted elements of it and you're not playing, like, and you're playing ranked, it's a bit of a sticky one, isn't it? No point of playing ranked in a broken game. It does feel that way, doesn't it? You know, there is kind of the concern for that, you know? Simsy found 1 or 2 decent randoms today. However, one turned out to be walling and got shadow banned in the end zone on 20 kills. Yeah, sounds about right. Sounds about right. I'll be honest with you, like, I as a streamer and as a content creator, I am really just waiting for the next big thing. Whether that's Modern Warfare 3, X Defiant, I just need something new to come out. Like, I think Warzone's lost a lot of its steam, in my opinion. And I want to play other things, but, like, every time I produce a video on something different, Hell Let Loose, Squad, BattleBit, whatever it so happens to be, the YouTube algorithm goes, stop it. Stop doing that.
Check your gear and weapons. We go.
I'm honestly, like, in terms of videos, like, I'm probably from mid-June, mid-July onwards. Once World Series is out of the way, the first stage, like, I probably will just go full send on variety FPS content. Like, I will stream Warzone regularly and other FPSs regularly, but I think in terms of video content, there's just nothing to make for COD. Like, it's just, yeah, unless I'm making videos talking about how this is broken, how this should work differently, and how this is wrong. Which I could make 20 of those a week. So, you know, I'm interested in trying some new things when they release. I'll definitely be streaming a lot of X Defiant when that comes out. I actually think that could be really popular. I miss the Sons of the Forest streams. Do you know what? I've always wanted to do, like, either survival games or variety FPS, but, you know, I've never taken the plunge. I've just never done it. And I don't know why. Like, I don't know whether I'm just worried about doing it or if I'm just... Like, I would have more fun right now streaming DayZ, 100%. Like... That's an unreal shot. I think that's, like, you know, what I'm looking forward to next is just sort of seeing the next kind of big thing, you know? I want to see what's coming next, you know? What's the plan? I feel like a lot of gamers are in the same spot though. Like, I think even if you just play casually, I think a lot of us are all sort of waiting for something big to scroll along. Another time sink, if you will. I'm curious to see how Starfield ends up. I'm not too sure about their decision to just be a single player only game.
Enemy counter UAV is active.
I'd like to bay that window. Fair play to him for making that corner jump. I respect it. Don't do only up. It feels like there's a lot of really good games coming, but I feel like they're quite far away, you know? Like, Bohemia's making DayZ 2 allegedly. You know, we will have the new Warzone 2 map out soonish. Everyone thinks it's extraction shooters on the next market. I personally don't see it. I don't see it either, to be honest with you. I understand the philosophy behind it. Like, if you're a game developer, like, extraction shooters kind of make sense because it's the same risk and tension factor of something like a battle royale, but you can extract. And I think, you know, the extraction element is like, you know, you have a bit of agency about how you play. And I think that will appeal to a lot of people. But, you know, I think the issue with extraction shooters is that no AAA company has really done one yet.
And the ones that are going to, they're kind of far away. And you know, what's the one I'm looking to? You know, they're kind of far away, but like the closest one is arguably Division Heartlands, right? And Ubisoft didn't even talk about it at their presser. So, you know.
UAV is bingo.
Be advised, there is an enemy squad hunting for you.
I think, like, having played Tarkov, you definitely... I understand the appeal, like, off the rip, just from playing Tarkov. Because the sheer tension you feel in every gunfight, like, the blood pumpingness that you get from that is sick. Like, that's a really cool and arguably very unique experience. Like, you don't get that kind of degree of tension when you play other games, right? But I think, obviously, Tarkov is a very specific game. I mean, to start with, it's riddled with cheers as well, but... You know, Tarkov's got a flow of gameplay that I wouldn't describe as widely popular. So, you know, I'm curious to see how the extraction trend goes. I think my next big thing I'm looking forward to is obviously X-Defiant. This guy's... How did you even know I was there? But then I'd say probably the next Battlefield game would be after that.
You're safe. You lost the enemy trackers.
Like, I do think a new Battlefield will come in 2024, and I am genuinely looking forward to that. I love Battlefield. I love it as a game. It's just such a shame 2042 turned out how it did. It's been good, all right, Hidden Talon. Unfortunately, we just haven't found a squad this evening. I was hoping it'd be a little bit easier, because normally a lot of people are on Saturday night. I've played BattleBit, and I don't think BattleBit's a good game, personally. But the fact that it's been so popular, you know, just goes to show how well Battlefield could be doing, you know what I mean? Like, if Battlefield released just a good Battlefield, people really would be all over it, eh? You know? I don't think it'll be Bad Company 3. Ironically, as much as people idealize Bad Company, and they should, because it was a great game, Bad Company wasn't a hugely popular Battlefield. It was only Battlefield 3 that really kind of kicked off the franchise for them. I'm kind of glad 2042 has had its sort of resurgence of sorts. I still think it didn't really, even though they've done a lot of work on it, it's still... Yeah, people aren't willing to wait for something to be good over a year or two, you know what I mean? They just want to play something decent right away. Like, I try and play some 2042 every once in a while, but, like, there's just a lot that they got wrong at a fundamental level for Battlefield that I think can't be fixed with as many changes as they've tried. Which is a shame, because when they first revealed us the trailer, obviously I got to see the trailer with, I got to see the trailer for 2042 before anybody else did, really. Like, I think it was like me and 10, 20 other people got to see it first. And we all sat there and we thought, bloody hell, we're going to be playing this for years. Like, if this game is anywhere as good as the trailer has indicated it is, you know, we are going to be on this game for 2 to 3 years. Easy. Because it genuinely looked like that first trailer they released, which I believe holds... I think possibly one of the records for the... I think at the time it was one of the most liked trailers in the world. Obviously before it all went, you know, tits up and everybody hated it, but... Yeah, but, you know, I remember just sitting there thinking, wow, like, you know, this is... We are going to be playing this till the end of time, bro, like... He must have selfed and, like, skedaddled, didn't he?
Dropping into the area. Watch the sky.
I mean, I know Warzone has kind of been the boom for my channel.
But as somebody who was originally a Battlefield creator, oh man, what I would do to have a Battlefield 4.5 or a Battlefield 3.5, you know? I'm sure it will come. I'm sure it will. You know, honestly, for me, I think people are just looking for like complete experiences, right? Hell Let Loose, right, is a very good World War II sim that's not too simmy. Squad is a great military simulation game. X-Defiant looks like it's going to be a great 6v6 title. And, you know, games that just do that one thing and do it really well, like, I think that's honestly just what people are looking for. You know, they want their flavors of things. It's okay for a game not to do everything. I think, obviously, with Call of Duty being as good as it has been at kind of offering flavors of everything with DMZ and Warzone and all these other bits and pieces, I think people are kind of maybe... I think people are kind of the same. They're sort of thinking, you know, like, that they want the game to do they want a game to do everything, you know what I mean? Call of Duty's very much set the tone in that a game can do 6v6, a BR, DMZ in the kitchen sink, you know, which is a very impressive thing. But I think, honestly, like, most people who play games are just looking for that complete experience. You know, one game that does the thing that it wants to do well, very well. I don't know what gave me the confidence to try and dunk on this guy, but... Got no ammo, but I did get that one kill. If I could magic up one game I'd love to play right now, either a DayZ 2 or Red Dead Redemption 2, Undead Nightmare 2. Oh man, what a DLC that was. What a DLC that was. Long may it never be forgotten. Would you play GTA 6 when it comes out? 100%, yeah. I mean, I'll be honest with you, like, you can make an entire channel off of Grand Theft Auto. Because the game always starts a certain way, right? But, like... You know, whether it's GTA roleplay or just the custom madness that you can do in Grand Theft Auto, like, it always ends up being this hugely popular game. Like, there's just no avoiding it. You know, YouTubers grow their careers really off of games that end up being popular. You know, people who started streaming during Warzone, as Warzone started to boom, so on and so forth, right? GTA is guaranteed popular every single year. Like, every single time a GTA releases is, without a doubt, one of the most popular games going. Like GTA RP, like even just the custom stuff that they can do, like in their map editors. You get a group of friends online for that, you've got infinite content. You know, you never, that's it. So, you know, there is a primal urge to consider making a GTA channel when GTA releases. Because you just know it's going, you know it's always going to do well, right? I don't have any guns here, by the way, chat. Like, this is me doing me. Me edition. Oh, God. Oh, God. I'm definitely going to die here, by the way. Please don't see me, please don't see me, please don't see me. Okay, they've ended up fighting each other, that's good.
There are 50 still active. Good hunting.
Vector in this economy. Please have something better than a Vector. Thank you. I'm sure we'll probably see GTA next year. I'd be surprised if it was any later. I mean, I think Rockstar practically rubbed their hands together at the prospect of making a new game, right?
Resurgence window is ending.
Wasn't it in the top 10 lists for video games for like 10 years? This is my job, just as a reminder. I did in fact shock stick myself there as a pro player. Yeah, they were something like they were in the top 10 global sellers for nearly a decade. Which is a phenomenal statistic.
Hostiles dropping into the area.
I think GTA 5 is historically one of the best-selling games in history. And the only game that's going to top that is GTA 6. It's just a franchise that's world known, you know? Oh, I pulls up those shots. I got very lucky to get that kill, to be honest with you. Wow, that guy is leathering me. I know you were trying to back the beef, yeah, but I've got to kill you.
Moving here. Moving.
Oh, give me that draw charge. Hello there. I still remember how much of a mess GTA Online was when it released. Do you guys remember that? Didn't it take like a month or something for it to be like playable?
Enemy soldier incoming.
I remember me and my friends going home when it released, thinking to ourselves, yeah, we're going to play GTA Online tonight with the boys, do some missions together, and it just never worked properly for like a month straight. Every day we would log in expecting it to be functional. And it just never was.
Stay sharp out there.
I've not had my loadout properly, really, for most of this round, so... My next job is to somehow successfully push this building. Why me? Can you not snipe the bad guys? I mean, I'm not saying I'm not a bad guy either, but... like to say I come with a little spice, at least. Brothers, please stop third-partying me. I'm trying to get a play on these guys. I need a down. I don't want to fight these guys, but I'm going to have to. Okay. Another team's just showing up with a fire shotgun, bro. I'm being sniped by everybody, bro. Like, I didn't even want to go in the building. I was just going to play outside. Pain. And nowhere to go. Ah, the classic done in by their uncle. Yeah, that was a curious Right. Don't know if we're gonna get a team at this point, so I am just gonna play whatever. We haven't had any replies from like anybody at all. Fuming. Might have to change title. I'll keep looking for ranked teammates, but you know, it seems unlikely. That was the sound of my phone crunching the floor. Please don't be broken. Please don't be broken. And we're fine. Thank you. Ooh. Ah, the store. They already have this skin, don't they? But in beige. Have they just made it red and decided to sell it again? What's going on there? Yeah, I'm using some Shure IEMs. I really need to get the specific part number so I can tell people exactly which ones. But I am fairly comfortable with them. Like, I do think they're decent in audio quality. I think I paid like 100 euros for them, give or take. Give or take. Somewhere in that ballpark. I mean, you know, there is a temptation here to do this sniping.
Check weapons and gear. We're holding for deployment.
I mean, you know, he could, you know, oh god, why am I lagging in the server? Is it safe to assume that somebody from, shall we say, a region of the unknown is, yep, there we go. And that's good, is
Training
it?
is over. Time to see what you have learned.
Working as intended. I believe this server is being hosted on, what can I... Actually, I'll be honest with you, that would be disrespectful to McDonald's Wi-Fi, because I'm confident they've probably got a more stable connection. You see how many people going to McDonald's on a daily basis? I'm on 131 ping.
Mark a drop point for your squad.
Why?
You will lead them in. Gas is moving.
Some of those guys have bailed out in the gas and died instantly. I'm gonna go observatory and we're just gonna see what happens. We'll do it for science. I'm not entirely sure why I'm on 130 ping, but... Like I said, we'll do it for science. There's only 70 people in the bloody game. This is definitely the hotel Wi-Fi, 100%. You know in hotels where they're like, oh yeah, we'll give you regular Wi-Fi, but if you want it to go ever so slightly faster, that'd be 75 bajillion pounds. Even though we definitely could just offer everybody faster Wi-Fi. We do this because we're running out of ideas. You know, I've always found that weird about hotels, especially like chain hotels. Like, I'd be more inclined to come back to a chain hotel, like a specific brand, like I don't know, a Hilton or whatever, if I knew that these things were just a given. Do you know what I mean? Like, if I knew, as an industry person, that any given Hilton hotel is going to have good, you know, Wi-Fi, I would always book with them, even if they were a little bit more expensive. It's a bit like airlines, right? Like, there are some airlines that I won't fly with, and there are airlines that I will fly with because I've used them a couple of times. And you know, I'm just saying, you know, if you're a hotel, write this down. But especially like games conventions and stuff. Holy crap! You ever tried uploading a YouTube video on hotel Wi-Fi? Woo! You get a reality check in an instant. They'll make you beg to go home.
Gas moving in.
Please, I tell you. God, do I miss gaming events. I miss gaming events so much. Someone get me to Gamescom. Bloody hell. What a riot. You'll never truly...
Counter UAV overhead.
Is there a cluster mine in this building? It's only been 5 minutes. What's going on? You'll never really appreciate... You know, you'll never really appreciate being a YouTuber until you've been to a gaming event. Until you've decided to go out on the absolute lash with 10 other YouTubers and get home at 4 o'clock in the morning. You'll never truly appreciate being a YouTuber. I could have a look at Hydra. I would like to thank Twitch exclusively for paying for all of my drinks at Gamescom on 2 separate occasions, despite the fact that I've never streamed on Twitch. Cheers, guys! There, I can't see a single soul around.
Loadout drop headed your way.
I mean, is there? Is the server so lagged that we're not even going to get a loadie? I think I might leave because, you know, this is looking mega scuffed. Keep glancing at the group chat. Find nothing. Keep going. To this day, and I'll never forget this, it's a story I will bring up to the end of time. I forget what year it was, but it was an EGX back in the UK. Me and Marley 13 blagging our way in Birmingham, because obviously it was in Birmingham that year.
blagging our way into a Warframe party. I think it was a Warframe party. We only went because we were told that it was free booze. We stumble into this event. We get like they were only serving cocktails and they were only supposed to serve specific time, like specific ones. And me and Marley kept going up to this bartender and just being like, "Right, mate, you know, if you add that and that together, and we know you're not meant to do this, but come on." And at some point during this entire event, a camera's coming around, like a big camera crew, like a news crew, coming around, and they roll up on me and Marley with this big camera and this big microphone. They're like, "So who's your favorite character in Warframe?" I'm like, "Oh man, I just play a bit of everyone. Yeah. I gave them, and I shit you not, the most generic answer I've ever given in my life, and I was absolutely shit-faced. There was not a single ounce of competence in my body. I don't even know who was in front of me. It was just a blur. Like, it was, and then we were there for the whole night because it was a really good party. And I think I have photos of this. I have it in one of my drawers. I'll have to find them at some point. See if they're in there. Might be in this drawer. Buried under too much shit. But I have a photo, and it's me and Marley 13 and a couple of other lads, and it's one of those photo booths that takes still photos like every 5 seconds. And like in the first photo, we're all just cramming in. The next photo, you see somebody in the background falling, and then the following 2 photos after is just the collapse of the photo booth because somebody fell out the back of it and took the entire booth with them. And we're all just like, I mean, we were so pissed we thought it was funny, but we did collapse possibly a very expensive photo booth on our heads.
Preparation is done. Now you deploy to the war zone.
There was, I think it was Gamescom 2019 as well. I was at Gamescom with EA for, what was 2019? Was it Battlefield 1? Or was it Battlefield 5? Battlefield 5. And EA hosted this really interesting little party on, like, an artificial beach. It was a good party. Lots of people there. It was good. Good time. But on the way to the party, I'd already pre-gamed because I was like, screw it. You know what, man? I'm here for a good time, not a long time. And I get in this cab, and I get in a cab with Lossy, who was a YouTuber. He's now the community manager of Bulkhead, who are making a new FPS game. And we're in the back of this cab together. And we're sitting there for a minute. And this big German geezer turns around, looks at us and goes, "Disco?" And I'm like, what do you mean disco, sir? What does that mean? And he turns around, he activates a disco light from the top of the cab. So like a full-blown disco ball light, right? Pulls out an iPad, hands it to us, then hands us a microphone and goes, "Karaoke?" And I'm just like, what is going on? And we're partway through this cab journey. I don't know what the hell we'd play. I think we're playing like Wonderwall by Oasis. Bearing in mind, I'm already at this point fairly rat-arsed. And this cab driver is driving possibly about as illegally as humanly possible. Like, swerving through lanes, And he's constantly grabbing the iPad to pick songs for us to sing, right? With, all of this going on, barely, like, legally getting his way through where we were in Cologne, in Germany, right? And then, I'm thinking to myself, this is the most wild shit I've ever seen, right? I'll never experience anything like this again. So I'm getting my phone out, I'm recording part of it. And as I start recording it, he whips out a bubble machine. because we're in a cab with a bubble machine. I'm just sat there like, what is going on? How, first of all, what is going on? And second of all, what is health and safety in this country? Because I'm telling you, the fact that we made it out of that cab alive is a modern miracle. I've never felt like I was going to be in a car crash more than when I was in that vehicle. Yeah, this guy who was a cab driver, he obviously just did it for shits and gigs. Because you're a cab driver, right? You gotta spice it up. Bro had a bubble machine, a disco light. You know, I mean, shout out to him for a very memorable occasion. But, like, what the hell was that? Like, I don't understand. Like, it was such a confusing experience for all involved. And a couple of other people who were at Gamescom, because we kept bringing it up. We were in this really, like, because people didn't believe us. I was like, we were in this mental disco cab that nearly got us killed. Because it does sound like a pipe dream, really. And then a couple of other people kept bringing it up, and they were like, no, we've been in this disc. It kind of became this sort of lore of Gamescom. But there was a man going around with a disco cap. And I remember that night very, very well, because Lossy doesn't. In fact, I think he DM'd me on Twitter. Hold up, I've got this on my phone. He DM'd me on Twitter a couple days ago. Hold up, I'm sure he won't mind me showing this. He sent me a picture of a cocktail. And the message is, painful flashbacks, I'll never forgive you. And it's because Lossy showed up. I like Lossy at the time. I wasn't sober at all, and Lossy was stone cold sober. So I was getting this bartender to effectively give Lossy quadruples. And by the time we left, he was absolutely finished. He'd fallen asleep in a beach chair. We nearly forgot him. Like, I had to go back because I'd gotten to go in a cab, and I was like, wait, where's Lossy?
You got a loadout drop inbound.
That was a great Gamescom. I remember that Gamescom very, very well. It was so good. Never forget it. We had that evening at the AA party. I went to a Twitch party at an Irish pub that we got kicked out of at like 4 AM. And infamously, Hads, who was at that party with us, should we just absolutely done his ankle in a tram line on the way back with like a box of 20 nuggets, and they just went flying all over the gaff. Gaming events are great. I hope they come back, because like, I know Gamescom's back this year, but like, a lot of companies have kind of umming and ahhing about attendance for some of these things now, and it's like, I wish they came back in a big way, because there's nothing better than meeting up with the folks who you play with online on a regular basis and just having an excuse to get routed. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing better.
Longbow 3-1, target acquired.
Hazel, thank you for the channel membership. Channel private, would love to see it. Thanks for supporting the page directly.
Splash, good kill.
It's not gone well for them.
Cluster mine deployed!
I think it's the one thing, if you speak to most YouTubers, don't get me wrong, some of them are a bit of a hassle, like, you know, EA Play flying all the way to Los Angeles is, you know, it takes it out of you. And Gamescom, you know, you end up going out so frequently that you do end up being absolutely physically exhausted. But if you ask any content creator, Benny, Westy, Stodd, whoever it is, they'll tell you initially that they despise them, but they'll tell you that they want them back. Because they are great. They really are a lot of fun. I think everybody universally at Battlefield holds Benny accountable for the time he made us walk across an airport terminal for a burger that he said was worth it. And it just wasn't. It just wasn't at all. Come on, EA. Next Battlefield, next year. Get us all down to Sweden.
No, Benny was perfectly sober at the time. Like, everybody was so confused as to what was going on. Because he'd made these promises of, like, this unreal burger that just never came to pass.
That was a
Gas moving in.
Like, I think we walked from one terminal in Sweden's airport to an entirely separate terminal. But just for seemingly absolutely no reason. Gosh, I miss sniping. Why is my car inverted at the bottom? What's going on there?
Fire sales over. Adjusting prices.
I mean, obviously, you know, we just had a long event. You know, we were recording, I don't know whether it was a Battlefield event or a Star Wars Battlefront event. So, you know, the idea of getting to an airport where there's actually a really good restaurant was appealing to everybody. And to say the bag was fumbled would be putting it lightly. You know, there was an air of disappointment about what had occurred. There's got to be somebody kicking around in bloody Hydro, surely. I can't be the only person in Hydro. That's not how this is going down. Yeah, I've been looking to accommodate a few more North American time slots, Reed, so, you know, hopefully you'll see me live a little bit more often. There's got to be people here. I refuse to believe that there's nobody in Hydro. There must be. Lads, what's going on? I've switched out my headset for headphones, well, earphones. They're technically called IEMs, so they're not earphones, they're earbuds of sorts. I'll probably use my headphones again in the winter. I knew there'd be somebody here. It made no sense for there to not be anybody here.
requesting recon at my location.
Oh shit.
That UAV online and orbiting the AO.
I'm a little bit baffled as to how all of these geezers were just chilling here with no... I was thinking to myself, I know it's duos, so people play a little bit more passively. But like, there's just absolutely no way there was nobody in Hydro. Right, there's quite a few people here-ish, on the edge. I was kind of tempted to play them close, but the gas is closing in like 20 seconds, so they will have to come this way anyway. Are they fighting each other? They are. They're trying to. Would be the phrase I use. Attack that guy once. Sort of a weird one, this. So they're kind of... Have they just opted to all go under? Kind of looks that way, doesn't it? I can hear somebody else shooting over this way. I see a laser. Do you see that laser? There's a green
Less
laser.
than 50 enemies remain.
Like somewhere around this bridge, but I don't know where the... Oh well. As long as he doesn't shoot at me, we're fine. Oh, they're fighting again. So I'd go for like a really stupid throwing knife and just see what happens. Oh, I finally watched Top Gun Maverick the other night. I've been meaning to do that for a long time. There's somebody under me. Oh, I heard. That was bad for me. So still Resurgence. I love it.
Go get your revenge.
I'm not going to be able to get my gear back in time. Or can I? No, 2 seconds. There was 2 of them. They're trading places.
Make it count.
I mean, I can't get my gear back, but like I can maybe chow these guys off this roof. I've got an MP5, so honestly doesn't bode too well for me. Please let the timer run out. I've got 42 seconds to either make something happen or die. Is that? It's a real shame that there isn't more loadies in this. I mean, I have an MP5, right? So it's kind of a guarantee that I'm going to do fairly okay if I land on someone. But it's a real darn shame that I don't have like another loadie to go for. You only get 1 in Massive Resurgence, which is kind of wild to me. What would make sense here? Let me try this top spiral building. And that could have gone either way, if I'm being perfectly honest.
Hostile UAV is...
There are 24 enemies active. Kill them all. We lost that one, but we'll come back stronger next time.
Damn, that's unlucky. I mean, I've literally just been demolished from Narnia. Get me a sniper again. Bloody hell. Get me the opportunity to snipe. That's what I need in life. I need to try and loot for I I need to try and loot for like 2 loadies. Man, do I miss sniping. Feel like pure shit, just want to snipe in ranked again. Get me back with my MCPR on ranked, man. That's what I need. That's what I need.
Use this time to practice. We will be deploying soon. Enemy dropping into the AO.
If I could hit a cash drop in this round and just sort of get loaded quick, that'd be sick.
Practice is over. The real fight begins now.
Hey, catch it a bit, Chris. Honestly, I've played Battlebit a couple of times, Reed, and like, I understand why people like it, but it's just not for me. Like, Battlebit to me is too random. Like, it's too random and too chaotic. There's not a lot of flow to the gameplay. And I think that's kind of what I look for in most of my games, be it VR or shooter, is just catching a flow of gameplay.
Alright, soldier. Mark a drop point for your squad. Gas is moving.
I think it's safe to say the majority of the enemies are going to be at ops. Be astonished if his teammate doesn't immediately rush over here. Okay. Thankfully his teammate is scared of me.
Enemies deployed a counter UAV. Hostile counter UAV overhead.
I guess so. If I held circle there, I would have got a kill. I would have got an execution instead of a melee.
You're back on station. Get after it.
Alright, I'm gonna try my regular cash drop and see if I can get a loading.
We got gas moving in.
Enemy UAV active. Enemy counter UAV is active.
I hate getting LMGs as ground loot. They really are the worst.
You have a buy station inbound. Deployable buy station is ready. Loadout drop headed your way.
I heard an LTV over here. I'm actually getting high latency and packet loss. Bloody hell. What's going on in this server? What's going on here? 340 ping. What are we playing at? Oh, Call of Duty. Please. Fix your things. Yeah, like loads of people are leaving. Oh my god. I've been trying to hit anybody with a sniper rifle at 350 ping. Don't you love it when you pay for... Well, I say pay for. Sponsored. The world's best PC you can literally buy with actual physical money. Shout out Intel. And you have 3 gig fiber to the premises internet that literally probably has more computing power and bandwidth than actual Jesus Christ himself for your local video game server to be hosted on a fucking toaster. Like, what is this? The fact that that connected is a modern miracle. And that is me being extremely honest. Brother, you can use your drone all day long. Look at the delay between me shooting something and it actually registering. I love this game. Brother, what is this ping? What am I playing right now?
Time commencing. You're redeploying.
What am I even on? Like, what is happening? Why am I on 350 ping? God, what's going on? Oh God, how do they even know I'm here? Even the countdown's lagging. Why am I in Narnia, bro? I mean, do I even try carrying on in this server, or... Like, I don't really know what to do. I mean, even if I land on these guys successfully, right, like... I'm gonna get pinged to oblivion. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God. What was that about? I don't know, like, I don't understand. The server was fine and then it just wasn't. Like, there's something caught on fire inside it. I don't think that'll happen, Fan. I could probably uninstall Warzone, go to the welcome screen and reinstall it in about all of 2 minutes. You know, so I'm sure the big J-Man would be alright with that. I think he'd be okay with that comment. I think he'd say, you know what, boss man, you're probably right about that. A random man without a username. Are you in streamer mode? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You're also potentially in streamer mode. Just looking out for your eternal soul. Unfortunately, I falter to say I'm not quite a religious man. Benny's appearing online, but I don't think he's playing. Most people end up like Westy. Hold up, I'll prove a point by that. Let's see if Westy is appearing. Yep, Westy is appearing online. He is always online on my screen, and I don't know why. I wonder if I might have been Shadow Realm. Maybe? I don't know. I feel like I would have been... I feel like I would have noticed the latency sooner, though, if I was in the Shadow Realm. Or maybe I wouldn't have. Maybe some of those snipes got me in trouble.
Warm up while you can. We will deploy soon. Hostiles dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
I mean, I was hoping I'm not Shadow Realm. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I'd rather not be.
Warm-up is over. Stand by for deployment to the war zone.
I've never been shadow banned in Warzone 2. Good God, if you guys remember the Warzone 1 days, that was pain. How many shadow bans did I get in Warzone 1?
Survive to redeploy fallen teammates. Kill to bring them back faster. Set a drop point for your squad, soldiers.
I think we're talking maybe double digits in Warzone 1. It was almost a bi-weekly basis thing, you know what I mean? It happened that commonly. It's just dawned on me that I haven't even had dinner today. What have I been doing? Hello, Mr. I'd like to get...
Enemy soldier incoming.
Oh god, what is going on? Getting slow-mo loot on this server as well. I mean, I'm astonished that you thought that was a like... What is going on with the ping? It says 33, it doesn't feel like it.
Deployed a counter UAV.
Feels more like 100 or something. Yeah, like this definitely feels like 100 ping, if I was to guess. Oh, yeah, the UAV, lovely. Thank you for the info. But I can always tell based on how long it takes between something I try to pick up and how quickly it actually picks up. I mean, the bonus of having extremely powerful internet is I know it's never me if something's going wrong.
Gas is moving.
Since I've had this internet, which is going on 2 years now, I've had one outage, and that's because a storm damaged a relay outside the house. And in fairness to them, they replaced it in I think it was 36 hours? And that's the only outage I've ever had. That's just not very kind, is it? Feels so laggy. Like it honestly feels insanely laggy.
Get ready. Redeploying.
I like this pose. It's a good little pose, this. I like being able to pump my arms up and down. Oh, massive difference in latency. Massive difference. I personally think anything above 60 I wouldn't want to play on. Like, 100 ping, you're almost permanently at a disadvantage. Unless your ping is super high, then you have technically some weird server-related advantages in places. But generally speaking, like, I'd say 70, 80 is my hard limit. 60 would be maximum optimal. Ideally 30, 40 is where you want to be. For Europe, at least. I don't know what it's like in different regions. I mean, this says 30, but it feels more like 100. So I don't think I trust the information being presented on screen, if you will. I think it's the number of players who are on PC, the unknown. There's still a fairly large populace of out-of-region players who are DDoSing servers. It's been a thing since Season 2, really. I've brought it up countless times. I've emailed Activision about it directly, like my UK contact, and been like, look, this is happening. You guys need to deal with this. Never had any responses about it. Either they can't do anything about it or they don't care to. That's kind of the way I've... It's kind of the way I've viewed it. I mean, servers definitely have improved. I would say. Like, since Season 1 and 2, but they're still a far cry away, I think, from being optimal in any sense of the word. I could definitely hit this guy if he tries to peek them again. Okay, that felt more like 30 ping. Okay. Maybe it was just fluctuating a little bit at the start. What's going to happen to Warzone? I mean, they obviously will integrate with Modern Warfare 3 to some extent. Whether or not it's going to be like a full integration, we don't know. We probably will find out in the mid-season update, Reloaded, because there is allegedly a very large patch file for that update, because they most definitely will be revealing their next game in Warzone. I'm not sure how I feel about the in-game reveals for reveals. Because on the one hand, if it's a cool event, sure, like it kind of works, right? But I feel like most people just go, oh, Modern Warfare 3 is coming. All right, cool. Won't bother logging in, seeing as I already know what's happening. Other than, like, the Zombie Royale, I don't know if any of COD's events have been what I would define as major successes. Zombie Royale was truly a feat of excellence that I don't know if they'll ever be able to replicate again. I mean, what a game Zombie Royale was. I mean, there's a chance that he could try and zip up to him. Either that or he's just going to go up the stairwell and res him instead, or he's just going to bleed. It's kind of hard to say.
Fire sales done. Prices are back to normal.
I'm very curious to see... Oh, he let him bleed. Okay. I'm very curious to see what the reaction's going to be to Modern Warfare 3. Because, like, it could just be super popular again the way Modern Warfare 2 was, or it could go backwards because people didn't enjoy Modern Warfare 2 as much as numbers had suggested. So I think there are very much some potentially quite interesting outcomes for how that could all go down. That wasn't a headshot? Confident I hit a headshot. God. Oh wow, he's got the fire sniper. Oh, it spawned me in Narnia, bro. I can't even see the loadies that have come in. I can't casually play Warzone. It's impossible. I mean, that's kind of where they're at, isn't it, really? Call of Duty's never officially confirmed what their plans were for Modern Warfare 2, and they never officially said that it would have 2 years of support. There was a lot of rumors dipping around because of sort of internal articles and stuff that implied that that was how it was going to go. But because obviously Call of Duty themselves have never officially confirmed or denied anything, you know, they can't technically, you know, people can't be annoyed at them if there isn't 2 years of support, obviously, as you would expect. I don't know, it's kind of a weird one. It almost seems like they themselves were considering a 2-year cycle. I imagine the guys who are working on Warzone were sort of saying, hey, you know, 2 years would be a lot more sensible. And honestly, maybe even the CDL and all these other little elements were kind of saying to them, actually, you know what, 2 years would make more sense for all of us here.
You're in the top 50.
So, you know, I think COD would benefit from a 2-year cycle. But the reality is that Call of Duty is no different to FIFA. They can release, not to say that it's low effort, because it definitely obviously requires work, but what you would define as fairly low effort Call of Duty content every year. And they will make a large amount of profit from it.
Enemy soldier incoming.
Vanguard was not a good Call of Duty by any stretch of the imagination, and it still sold very, very well. That was not 48 meters. This guy really doesn't like me, does he? I think I wasn't expecting that. There is no way. No way he lived there. 3 shots with explosive rounds? Is that even possible? Oh God, you've been pissed on. I feel like they'll probably re-challenge that. But I feel like whoever I just killed is definitely going to go back there, you know what I mean? You.
Target area marked! You're cleared, hard!
Longbow 3-1 on approach.
I wish everybody would stay that still.
Resurgence window is ending.
Hostile UAV in the area. Direct hit.
I'm too fucking good. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Why did they take this away from me in ranked, man? What a nightmare. Fuming I didn't hit the third, though, I can't lie. I swear he landed on this roof. Can't believe they took this playstyle away from me, man. Fuming, I tell you. Fuming.
Resurgence has been deactivated. This is the end game.
Right. I need to get to that house, really.
Hostile counter UAV overhead.
Gas is closing in. $25 remain. Solid work so far.
There are people all around me.
Enemy buy station incoming.
Guy under me, you've got to be taking the piss.
Gas is inbound.
Requesting close air! Target
Copy
marked!
that. Longbow 3-1 is on station. Strike inbound. Splash. Good kill. Enemy UAV overhead. Enemy UAV active.
What are the odds, bro?
25 remain.
What are the odds that they just like happen to be waiting for me on the
Finish
edge?
job.
After all that bloody hard work, get done in by two geezers watching a buy station, eh? Fuming. Fuming, I tell you. Right, guys, we're gonna call it there because I'll be honest with you, it's nearly 10 PM and I haven't eaten. So I was hoping we get a ranked team, didn't get a ranked team, so we're just gonna have to make this a short one. But thank you very much for joining me, guys. We'll be back on Monday. See you then.